Hi everybody, my name is Matt Reisinger with Reisinger Homes. Welcome to my video blog dedicated to building science and fine craftsmanship. I'm here today with Corey Ball with DuPont Tyvek. Corey, how are you today?
Good to see you, thank you.
We've got a project behind me that's under construction, and we came across a fairly unique situation where we've got some window flashing that's a little out of the ordinary. And I called Corey to discuss with him how I should flash this window correctly. And it led us down the road to actually trying a fairly new product for this particular application from DuPont Tyvek, which is their Liquid Applied Tyvek. Am I saying that correctly, Corey?
That's correct, yep.
Or Fluid Applied.
Fluid Applied, yeah.
It's basically... Alright, so now that we've seen the product on a sample board, let's actually show you on one of our houses under construction. This window is the only window in the house that's a recessed window, and it's a fairly tricky detail. I don't know if you could tell in the video, it may be a little tough to see here, but the window and the wall are not parallel to one another. The window actually comes back so that the recessed window is fatter on this side, and it's only about an inch thick or so on this side. A little tough to tell probably on the video. But we prepped already. The window's been set. The window's been set with flex wrap on the sill, DuPont straight flash on the sides and the head. And then the outer opening, which is basically also a windowsill, has also been prepped with flex wrap on all four sides. Remember, we always start on the bottom and work our way up shingle style. So we did the sill first, up about 6 inches. Then we did the two sides, and then we did the head piece. And then the first flashing piece that we did of the liquid membrane is liquid applied, or pardon me, fluid applied flashing and brush formulation. No, we didn't. We used the joint compound rather first. And we did that on all the sort of joints on the window that are the most vulnerable, and we wanted the thickest formulation. So why don't we cut the video here and we'll zoom in a little bit and we'll actually show you then with the next step. Alright, so now Corey's got the brush formulation. This comes in a quart size, 28 ounce gun. Just used it with a standard caulking gun. And what he's doing is he's zigzagging that, and you're seeing a little bit of the exposed wood. This is actually going on top of the exposed wood, and then we're going to be brushing it so that it's on top of the terminations, which in this case is flex wrap on the sides and some straight flash on the sides. Those are the two approved substrates from DuPont. All right, Corey, so now you got part of that out. Why don't you go ahead and brush out what you got just so people can see what that looks like.
So yeah, so what we're going to try to do is get this to about a 20 mil thickness, ideally. Again, the idea with any kind of brush or a fluid applied membrane is that it needs to be a monolithic, seamless membrane with no voids, gaps, holes. Again, one monolithic piece. And again, these are those areas right here in this part of this window where it can be really tough to detail with a peel and stick flashing. And we can just basically paint this membrane all the way around here, creating one monolithic membrane.
And how far over, Corey, are you going over on top of the straight flash or the flex wrap?
Usually we're going to say about an inch to 2 inches is ideal.
So we get a good bond.
Just so we got plenty of overlap again, and that we're seamless into one monolithic area again.
And so again, there's different viscosities. What he's doing now is the brush formulation. The one that we used prior to that in the corners was the was what again, Corey?
It's called the fluid flashing and joint compound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then we'll do this head in just a second. If I scroll down in the video here, you can see the head also has some exposed wood. We're going to do that in a second. So we'll pick up the video here in a few minutes when we get close to finishing. All right, the window's complete. Corey, nice work, my friend. Very, very good job. It looks really pretty. So again, we've got the flex wrap here on this outer sill, flex wrap on the inner sill. The window's been set. That gap that's in between them, especially how weird this window is with this real thick recess and the real thin recess on that other side, is totally completed now by that DuPont Fluid Applied Tyvek. Mainly we use joint compound, and then we use also quite a bit of the brush grade viscosity. So now we are number one, bulk watertight. Number two, we are airtight, There's not going to be any air leakage in this assembly whatsoever, which is really, really good. And then number 3, we're also vapor permeable. So if we do get some water somewhere in there from whatever situation, we're able to dry to the outside at a slow rate, but still at some ability to dry.
Yeah, absolutely. Still within that range where we want it to be.
So a couple things that I like about this as a builder. Number 1, it's all by the same manufacturer. If I ever have a problem, I have one bullet to shoot. There's one person I got to call about warranty. So many times I see on job sites people using multiple different house wraps with different flashing tapes. You don't know about the compatibility between those two. If you ever had a warranty problem, there's going to be multiple manufacturers involved. With this, DuPont has showed us the system. They have great install instructions, both English and Spanish, on how to do this system as well as all their other systems. So it really is an excellent product. I'm really excited about this, and I'm looking forward to doing this on a whole house in the future. I'm going to leave we'll end the video with this, Corey. He gave me this sample. This is actually some Fluid Applied Tyvek that was applied to a piece of plastic, so you could see it as a sample. Tell us a little bit about this, Corey.
Yeah, so the cool thing about it, again, is that it's a almost 100% solid product. So whatever thickness you put it on at, it'll dry at that thickness.
Yep.
The other cool thing is that it's got some elongation to it.
Yeah, look at that.
And it's recovery. So a lot of fluid applieds will promote that they can elongate, but they can't recover.
Yeah, but look at that recovery. So if your building, which is wood frame like we've got here, moves, which of course it's going to with some moisture,
every structure does.
It's able to move and then go back right to where it was.
Exactly. So,
and of course maintain a perfect water, air, and vapor barrier all at the same time.
Right, right. And again, it's the white color's nice, so you can see if you've got any kind of voids or any kind of issues where you know you weren't quite covered. You can always see that and fill it in and add some more.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Did you want to show us the thickness gauge too?
Yeah, again, just any fluid applied, again, it's always a good measurement. It's, any fluid applied's got to be put on at the right thickness to be able to perform at the level it's tested to perform at.
It should not be paper thin, basically.
It should not. It should, you know, too thick can be make it sag or crack or something like that. Or if it's too thin, it can shrink. Any kind of issues can happen. But any fluid applied's got to be put on at the right thickness.
Yep.
A wet mill gauge is always where you should go.
Got it.
Check it while you're putting it on. Make sure you're putting it on at the right thickness. That way you know it's going to perform the way it's supposed to perform.
It's a good product. And again, if you're looking at recessed windows for a project, a lot of communities outside of Austin require that of their home builders. You really want to look at the DuPont construction website, and I've got some other videos on how we've done it with DuPont RW, which is a version of FlexWrap made specifically for recessed windows. They're tricky details. They're not easy. You want to spend a little money when you budget them to do them right, both on the material and the labor side. But an install done right like this, I mean, we're talking about a window that's going to be in place for, you know, a good RAM window like this that's a thermally broken aluminum. That's a 100+ year window. Why install that in a way that's not going to last for 100+ years as well?
Yeah. Get your rep involved. Have him help you.
Yeah.
DuPont's got a great specialist network, can help you with those type of deals. And
yeah, you've helped me in a lot of houses, Corey.
Yeah, call your representatives. They can help you a lot.
Thanks for joining me, everybody, and thank you, Corey. Appreciate your help today.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.